For this reading, just to let you know, I've used the Before Tarot, the regular Rider-Waite-Smith, and then the After Tarot. So there's like a mini story. This is going to be part of like my After Dark series. As you can tell, it's darker here. There's no light from the window. It's close to midnight, and I've decided to start doing certain readings later. So here we go. The one thing I noticed is that this is a little bit of a tale of the red. And if you are looking at the screen right now, you can see it. You can see it here, you can see it here, you can see it here, you can see it there, there. It is, this whole card is red. And then you can see the red figure here. You can also see the red bench, the red flower. There's a lot of red, and Spirit wanted me to see it for you. Because it's coming into the direct line of how this story is unfolding for you, or for some of you. This is a story of resurrection. This is a story of wreck, ruin, and resurrection. If you look at the first card, it's the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is being handed a wand. He's been asked to take his courage from the Strength card, the big lion here, to take his wand and move forward into the fire. And oh, you will. You will. You definitely will. But before I go into all of that, if you've noticed, this one is called 3, the Power of Silence. You may not, because it's a little dark, but here we go. The Power of Silence. And there's a bridge here. There's a bridge that is showing going from one place to another. If you haven't seen my reading from either yesterday or the day before, the Hermit was, I think it was Monday, the Hermit card came in, and he was the strongest force in that reading. This is directly related to this reading, simply because of this and the 3 that came in with it. From your hermit time, from your moment of going deep into the layers, of figuring things out within yourself, as soon as that wand was handed to you, after this moment of insight, this is what it brings you. This is where it goes with it. You're going to go headlong into the tower. And you're going to say, Jane, how is that good? Look at that split. Because even the red, see the red here and the red. How is it good that the king and his crown is on the ground? That's symbolism for you. You taking the hit. Taking the hit of deciding, of getting rid of the things that no longer serve you. Okay? It's not martyrdom, it's not anything like that. You know you're going to rise, and you do. If you see, you rise without the red cape. Not for this time, because you're brand new. It's more of a greenish one, to signal earth, to signal that you are rising in fire. Okay? I'm going to even, this is like glyphs and stones, but I'll just even say it could be the bottom of this tower. Okay, you're rising from that tower, and you get up, and what happens there? Well, you start rebuilding. Okay, you look at your choices. See, here's you coming back into the picture, and what are you doing? You're going to right here. Okay, you're going to see what your choices are, because there's choices now. You're walking yourself into opportunity. And you're going to rise up to the challenge of it with another night. This night drove you to getting rid of what no longer suited you. Shaking the foundation up to a point where it just disintegrated. Even though you knew that there was going to be some blowback for it. Because you're on the ground there. But you got back up. You absolutely got back up. Okay? You went and found your choices. After that, you rose to the challenge. And it's going to pay off for you big time. And this is where 3, the 3 of Pentacles, and this card, directly connected to the Hermit, the Power of Silence, number 3, attach themselves. from the Hermit to the goals, to the goal, and there's that red table, okay? The red table signals everything in red here, the foundation to where you went, to where you become. It is holding the tools. It's foundational. Now with that, you're going to continue on, and what are you going to do with that? Well, it doesn't end there. That's the thing. All of this that you did is foundational to you. But here's you, right here, okay? Right here. Going back. Okay? Do you see some similarities there? Okay? All of these things that you persevere with, the Seven of Wands, it made you so much stronger. It stripped away all the royal, the sovereign. The sovereign is good, but sovereigns are usually older type people. They can also be stuck in their ways. They can represent a system that is there, right? Royalty, if you think about it, the monarchy's been there. Some of it became redundant. Same thing. Okay? So you got stuck. You went back to zero. You went back to basics. You went back to no crown, no nothing. You just started to build. And you are building. You are. Okay? And there's somebody, okay? You'd say, oh, he's praying for help. Yeah, he may be praying for help. What I feel here is he's praying for gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to be able to build, to be able to go through it, to learn from this experience. Not only that, after in the middle part of it, you have the Six of Wands. This is bringing things back into harmony. Not the Six of Wands, it's the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles for me is always the card of give and take, but it's the card of give and take that brings in balance. Not the justice kind of balance of eye for an eye, the kind of balance where you get personally balanced. Things start shifting for you in a way that makes you feel better, that makes you feel grounded. You give what you want, you take what you want, but that balance belongs to you. It's by nobody's standard, it's by yours. This is why you got rid of this one right here. This is why you brought down the tower. You brought it down because you needed to rebuild a system that was eco-friendly to you. And not only that, now what's happening with it, you're back at the 2, but this time you are wearing it. And you're not alone at this cliff's edge looking for things. You are now with somebody else. You are sharing it. Okay? This is where the give and take. You are now sharing it. Okay? Yeah. Also a lot of red here. You are back to, you are going again to recapture your crown. But in a very different way. In a way that's going to help you and everybody around you. There's a lot of good coming in with this. I feel like there's a lot coming in with it because it's bringing in the red in the flowers. I love that. And there's an actual portal. If you look, there's a portal right here. Okay? It's bringing you into something. There's the 3 and the 3. The gold and the gold. Okay? What else am I getting with this? You know, Pisces, this feels a lot like the hero's journey. It also feels like a healing one. A journey where somebody has realized that all of the constructs and everything around them is not serving the greater purpose of you. When you become aware of that, when you make this choice right here, which is the hardest one of all, which is basically taking constructs that you've been living with or has sustained you forever, and decide that this is the end of that, when you go headlong into it, headlong into the power, and then bringing the tower down. He's literally probably strung that and brought it out with the help of the fire. Look at all these wands coming in. 1, there's fire, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wands. This is passion and energy. It's going to light you up in a way that's going to be slightly destructive, but a whole lot of rebuilding is going to come from it. It's going to bridge the gap that you needed. It's the push that you wanted to get from A to B to possibly C. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Because you're going to repeat the pattern, but you're going to take others with you. Not in a destructive way, in a constructive way. It's called sharing the wealth. Whether it is monetary or just abundance or abundance of knowledge, it's all good. It's all the same thing. This is what you're bringing in with you. This is how you are moving forward this way. So it is absolutely fantastic the way you are doing that. It takes a lot of courage to go forward this way. It does. And you are very courageous. October, I feel, is shaping up to be a month of just bringing the house down. This is what it's going to be. This is bringing the house down. You are. And you're doing it in a way fully aware. You know. You know you're doing it. You're literally taking the wand of fire, and literally the fire is hitting that tower. You are the fire. You are the one bringing it. And I feel so much power right now that it's buzzing. I feel it in my teeth. It's almost like the energy that's coming off of this reading is telling me that it's electric in nature. You're going to feel like a conductor of electricity in the next little while, if this is you. You're absolutely going to feel like, yeah, shit's coming down and things are going to get done. And they're going to get done my way this time. It's amazing when you start taking control of your life, when you start deciding how things should go, and stop living by other people's scripts. Resurrection, baby. Resurrection, not only death and resurrection, it's a resurrection into who you were meant to be. Because then you're not partially resonating with yourself, you start really resonating with yourself. And when you do that in any sort of way, especially spiritually and with the planet, things start to change. And in a good way. You're going to see things shift. You're going to start moving differently. You're going to start thinking differently. You're going to start not caring, because you're going to want to keep yourself in a state of where you are. This is beautiful, Pisces. I hope that you've enjoyed this. So this has been your Tarot After Dark. Take it and remember, the Bridge of the Hermit takes down the tower, but it's building another bridge for you. One with a portal. So don't be afraid. For everything that ends, something new begins. Take care of yourself. See you in the next reading.